And after intermission, we'll be presenting the powerful multimedia symphonic experience called Terra Nostra by Christophe Chagnard. It's a 35-minute piece that fuses the power of symphonic music with stunning videography, calling awareness to the impacts of climate change. I had a chance to catch up with Christophe via Zoom. Christophe, I am so thrilled to be conducting your piece, Terra Nostra, here in South Bend. I understand you're coming to town.
I am. I'll be there in person. It's very important to me to be at your side when you perform my music, and I'm delighted that I was able to make it happen and be there with you.
Ever since I attended the world premiere of Terra Nostra in Seattle, where you're talking from right now, where I lived for so many years, I have wanted to conduct your piece. I remember you, as you were introducing the piece in concert, I was blown away with the depth of your research, your passion for the environment, but mostly for your musical score, for the originality, for the waves of sound and the interest and the drama. I came away from the concert so moved by what I just experienced. And I found myself wondering, how quickly can I program Terra Nostra elsewhere, because more people need to hear this wonderful music and experience it. So that moment has arrived some 7 years and a pandemic later.
I commend you for your resilience and faith in this project, Alastair. You've been very patient, and it's finally arriving. I mean, one thing is certain is that the challenges associated with climate change are not going away. In fact, during those 7 years, they have increased in proportion and impact. So that message is more urgent than ever. When I was commissioned to compose at the time, it was presented as a symphony about climate change. I felt both exhilarated and very humbled, because the topic at hand is so monumental. So it was an incredible opportunity to bring together my great passions for the environment and, of course, music. And this is a piece that I spent just about as much time researching than I did composing. Uh-huh. So I thought really deeply about how to convey my convictions about this in the deepest possible way. Because for me, it's all about legacy. It's all about in what state are we going to leave this planet when we're gone. It's not very much about us, but so much about our children and grandchildren and the children of everyone and cousins and the next generations. And I have to be able to look at my children in the eyes and tell them that, one, I knew that climate change was happening, and two, that I did everything in my power to mitigate its impact, at least on an individual level. Interestingly enough, the first version that I composed, that was premiered, as you say, in 2015, had a much darker ending. And you probably know that it's very difficult to end anything, whether it's a novel or a play or a film or a symphony. It is hard to end, especially when it's programmatic music such as Terra Nostra. And at the time, it's true that the ending was rather dark and a bit hopeless. And this is an instance where I was open enough to revise it. And so I rewrote the ending with a sense of hope and possibilities, because it's true that the numbers don't look so great at the moment, but time is both adversarial and also on our side, because technology could possibly save the day. So all is not lost. At the time of the premiere, I had actually put a film together myself, because it was premiered in a concert hall that had a big screen. And I thought, climate change can be so abstract. It'd be nice to have a few images. And it's not like the music is not compelling enough. The narrative in the piece is very strong. So you can absolutely enjoy Terra Nostra closing your eyes, and it will take you somewhere. That I will guarantee. But I want to add images, because in the end, what is foremost important to me is to convey a message and foster a dialogue about climate change, from people who already know that it's happening, all the way to climate deniers and skeptics, and so the whole range. What I'm interested in is fostering a dialogue and creating an emotional reaction that will take people somewhere and maybe inspire reflection. So the piece actually begins before the Big Bang. And of course, we don't know anything about pre-Big Bang. So I speculated in my sonic ways in the sound of the universe, or the Milky Way before the Milky Way. And then we actually hit the Big Bang. So this will be a big cue for you, Alastair. If there's one that you need to nail, is that one. Mm-hmm. And then we go through light and water, sort of the fundamental elements of life. Mm-hmm. And then I found a device to go through time, which was a self-imposed and really fun challenge, is to quote composers, famous composers.
Right.
And I did so with the greatest reverence. All the quotes are in the original keys and they are unaltered. And the idea is to go from one to the next, from Bach to Stravinsky, until we hit, of course, the industrial age, the industrial revolution, where the tone changes completely. And then the piece goes through specific aspects of climate change, droughts and fires and glacier melting, et cetera, mm-hmm. all the way to the coda, the ending section that presents a more hopeful, where everything comes together and hopefully conveys a sense that nature is very resilient. It's interesting that we always worry about the Earth, but the Earth is going to be fine. The Earth can absolutely outlive our species and thrive without us.
Oh, I cannot wait for this experience to come to South Bend and to conduct your glorious score. So we'll see you very soon, and thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you, Alastair, and thank you all.
Thanks for watching and listening. We look forward to welcoming you and playing for you on Saturday night. See you then.